Hello and welcome to Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead. Guys, today I just want to give you an update on my seedlings. As you can see, I'm using a 6-foot table and I'm using paint cans and bricks to hold up my shop lights. And as you can see on the table, I have young seedlings above the table sitting on the shop lights. I have other plants and the same thing. I'm not going to waste this space that's under the table. So I also have 3 shop lights under the table, plants under the shop lights, and some sitting on top of the shop lights. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm changing them in and out. So basically my shop lights are on 24/7. So during the day I'll have one set of plants under the light, and then the ones on top will eventually go under the light, and the ones that were under the bottom will go on the top. So I'm just changing them out just so that each of them gets about 10 to 12 hours of being under the shop light each day. Some of my seedlings, such as my brassicas, cabbage, Swiss chard, broccoli, they've had their time to be acclimated to outside temperatures. But then again, here in Tennessee, growing zone 7B, we've been receiving some very low temperatures at night. And as a matter of fact, today's high is about 29 degrees and dropping down to about 19 tonight. So I've basically brought all of my young seedlings in, and I have some that needs to be potted up. For example, I have my okra here, and I have some basil there that needs to be potted up. And also I have more tomato seedlings that need to be potted up. And as you see right over here, I've picked up some more of these little containers. There are 18 slots, and so they hold those little orange pots very well that we get from Dollar Tree. I need to get some more of them. And what I'm using to pot up, guys, is this Miracle-Gro seed starting mix. And I like this one because the soil is so soft and fluffy, and it also have a little fertilizer in it as well. And as you can see, guys, my peppers are coming along fine. Spinach here. These are cabbage plants, more cabbage. I've got tomatoes and Swiss chard under here. I've got more cabbage and more tomatoes there. On the table here, I've got Swiss chard, more spinach. This is broccoli, and these are my collards. Up here, I have Swiss chard, peppers, and I'm also recycling these containers as well, where you can get those little plants in, like marigolds and other plants that you can get from Lowe's or Home Depot. I try to hold on to them so that I can use it for this particular purpose. More peppers here, guys. And this is a mixture of bell peppers, cayenne, jalapeno peppers, mini bell peppers, the yellow, red, and orange. Just a host of different types of peppers. And here I have my sweet potato slips. These are the ones that have grown up so far that I've put in water. And as you can see, it's rooting beautifully. I can either place them in soil and put them in a container, or just leave them in water until I'm ready to plant. I haven't decided just yet what I want to do with these. But this is how my seedlings are doing thus far. I think the only other seeds I'm going to plant right now would be my squash and zucchini. All the other plants that I'm going to grow, like watermelon, cantaloupe, green beans, mustard greens, turnip greens, those things are going to be directly sown into the garden. But I think I'm going to start some squash and zucchini today. But this is what the young seedlings are looking like. And I want to go to the garden to harvest my broccoli and harvest some greens for our Sunday dinner. So I'll take you outside to the garden and do a little harvesting. And before we go outside, I just wanted to share with you that I've also brought my 2 containers in. One has Swiss chard and the other one here has the red giant mustard greens. And guys, they have really grown since the last time I've shown them to you. But I just want to err on the side of caution and bring these in. I don't want anything to cause me to have to start all over again. But they are growing and coming up beautifully. And let me take you out on the balcony because I didn't bring in my Dollar Tree tiered planters. So I want to share with you what they're looking like. Okay, so here's the Bok Choy. They are growing and I've seen some additional leaves since I first planted them. But I am going to bring them inside today as well. And the spinach is also holding on, but I'm going to bring them inside as well. And over here, guys, I have my, what is this, my kale. And it looks like the soil is frozen. I'm going to bring these inside as well. And I don't know what happened here that knocked this over, but I can't even pick it up because the soil is frozen. And I also noticed that in my containers that I left outside when it rained, as you can see, it is solid ice. And the same thing here. This is solid ice, guys. So, yeah, I have to bring everything inside. In fact, I think I'm going to wait until later in the afternoon when it gets a bit warmer, and then I'll go to the garden to do some harvesting. Okay guys, we're out in the home garden and there are several things I want to show you. One of them is that the daffodils are coming up. More daffodils here. And this is garlic in the cells of the cinder blocks. But more daffodils here as well. And also over here, look here guys, spring is near. Absolutely. When you see daffodils, they are one of the first to show up in spring. So I'm so excited about that. I came out here primarily to get this broccoli out of here. I've noticed that it started opening up a bit. As you can see, it's pulling away. So just going to take that. I'm going to take all of these little side shoots here. And look at this one, guys. Uh-oh. Took a little bit too much of it. I'm going to go to the other side and grab that one. Oh, here's a nice one I better go on and get. And I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to go on while I'm out here and get some of these greens as well, and also some of this kale. And as you can see, I've got lots of kale that I can harvest. Over here, the cabbage is coming along, and they're forming heads. I hope it has time to get big before spring is here. But I'm going to grab some of the collards out of this bed and some of the kale that I can get from here as well. And over here, I have more collards that I want to get out of this bed as well. But there's one more thing I want to show you that I noticed in the garden, and that's with the blueberries and the blackberries. So over here is where I have my blackberry bushes, and as you can see, it's budding, guys. You see that? Let's see. These others are not budding as quickly as that other one there that I showed you. And then over here in my flower bed, I see some irises coming up. And then over here along the fence line here is where I have my blackberries. The plant originated from here, but as you can see, it traveled all over here, and all these branches here that you see are going to produce leaves and soon blackberries. But that's what all of these vines here along this fence, these are all blackberry vines. And as you can see down here, the roots traveled into my raised bed here, and I'm already seeing some of the leaves developing here in my raised bed. So spring is upon us, guys, and I'm really excited. I've got lots of brassicas that will be going into the garden in early March, and I'm just hoping that these, my collards here and kale and cabbage that were planted during the fall, that I'll be able to hold on to them in spring and summer. If not, of course, they'll be removed and something else will be growing in these raised beds. But let me go on and do my harvesting. I need to put my camera down, and I'll come back and let you see what my harvest is going to look like. I'm not going to harvest a whole lot. Just want to make a small pot of greens that I can have for my Sunday dinner, and maybe one day this week I'll take some greens and some cornbread for my lunch at work. But I'll be back in just a few minutes. And here is my harvest of kale and collards, and this is my harvest of broccoli. Guys, I want to thank you for watching my channel, and hope that you all are safe and well and are having a blessed day. If you're new to my channel, I hope that you would consider subscribing. And for those of you who are my continued supporters, may God continue to bless and keep you. I appreciate your support so much. Don't forget, guys, if you like this video, hit that like button and the notification bell for future videos. God bless. Bye-bye.